Alright, let's check out what's going on with Uniswap. So I haven't done a video on Uniswap before, so I have just booted up this chart. Let's start from the micro term. In the micro term, I mean, all of these micro fibs, really, it seems like we're below every level that we'd want to be above. There's no point in me really drawing it from here or here because, in my opinion, we are in a steep downtrend for Uniswap. Now, I do think this is a cool exchange at some point, I'm sure, or, not an exchange, but, a swap utility token or whatever. I do think this will do well in the long term, but in my opinion, the short term, this doesn't necessarily look too good. As you can see, we kind of topped out around here, and I mean, even the volume on this top wasn't too much, and we haven't been seeing much volume since. We had a little bit of buying volume stepping in the other day, which was quickly filtered down. We are getting quite a lot of selling volume in right now. The RSI is dropping like a rock, and the money flow indicator is sitting at about the heart line at midway. So in my opinion, if we do start coming down for Uniswap, even just another dollar or so, I think the money flow indicator is going to flow out of this very fast, and we are going to dump. So looking at this on the macro perspective, I have my macro fib from the low of this bull run to the all-time high. The number one level that I would like to see it above for bullish continuation would be the 618. Obviously, you can see that we are miles below the 618. The next level, this is really the last line in the sand. So, for me, the 618 is the most important level. I really do lose all confidence once we break below the 618. Even my Twitter and my Instagram is like 618 cowboy, because the 618 for me is my number one trading strategy. I trade fibs the most. I like to remain above the 618 or below it if we are going to be talking about being bearish in the short term. Being slightly more conservative, you could argue that if we did bounce on the 786, we would be bullish, but we basically fell for it like butter, retested it, broke down, retested it a second time, and now we've broken down again. So in my opinion, Uniswap does not look good in the short term. If we do zoom in, mainly because there's no lows down here that we could use to kind of give us a price target of where we could be coming down to. In my opinion, your best case scenario would be holding this line in the sand here. This was the previous low that we came down to before running up on the bull market. So I imagine this was a retest of the 618 if we zoom in. So yeah, this was a quick retest of a 618 micro fib before we went off to the races. So in my opinion, as long as we do hold 720, we might be fine, but once we do start losing 720, we do have some big drops down from there. So, for example, the next level down I see is 438. If we lose that, I think we'd be coming all the way down to $3. In my opinion, we are very much bearish, so I would need to see at least a break above the 786 in the short term. There's not much analysis I can do with this, with, simple lines. I could probably put some, BS downtrend like that, but yeah, I mean, the number one thing I'm looking at is getting back above the 786. The second we do start pumping above, $12 again, I think that we would have some nice momentum coming up to at least 19, and then we'd obviously have to reanalyze the market, see if we get rejected from there, and if we're about to start getting rugged. If we do kind of look at this line, you can see that we were setting up for a big descending triangle that we have broken down below. We've retested it, and broken down. So all in all, does not look too good. We made a M pattern over here. If I take this, I imagine we would have already filled this target, but I will just see. So yeah, we pretty much filled this, but in my opinion, we haven't done it yet. So we could be back testing the 7 very soon. If I had to make a bet on it, I would say that we would be coming down to 7 very soon, which is just over a 21% drop. So, this would be very likely considering the total crypto market cap is starting to dump. We have got rejected from, a very similar pattern that Uniswap is in. And if the total crypto market cap is going to get rejected from this key support and get rejected from this descending triangle, then I have no doubts that Uniswap would be any different. These charts do look very, very similar. We've done the same thing, descending triangle, retest, break above, breakdown, retest, and a breakdown. So Like I said, I think this is going to come down to at least $7. If we do have a strong bounce from 7, we can start talking about potentially retesting the top of this trend line. But you know, for me personally, I am going to be sitting on the sidelines on this until I do see a macro market reversal. If we do lose 7, let's see where this would take us to the next level down. If we lost 7, we'd have almost a 40% drop on our hands, and then if we lost that, we'd have a 58% drop on our hands. So that's basically all I see for Uniswap. I am going to be sitting on the sidelines for this in the short term. Let's see if this has a BTC pair and see if there's anything going on here. So on the BTC pair, it looks like we're about to break these lows. If I take the line here, we've already back tested it, but you know, in my opinion, it really does look like we're about to fall off the table. So if I did take a micro fib and see where this would take us down on the next level, I believe in the short term we'd be losing at least 13 to 14% of our value, or price, sorry, not value, against Bitcoin. You know, this would kind of bring us back around about this region, so we could definitely see that happen. And if we take a micro fib of the USD chart, see if that lines us up with anywhere similar, we could basically see, you know, a break below this green line. So anywhere between these 1.618, anywhere between these 3 green lines, I do expect a bounce. You know, I don't necessarily think this coin is just going to dump down to like $1 or $1.20 or $2 again, but in the short term, looking at this completely objectively, I do think that we are going to be coming down to the $7 at least, and like I said, that's about a 22% drop. So that's all I see for Uniswap. If you are in this token, best of luck to you. Once again, none of this is financial advice. One last thing, actually, this is really hopium, because you know, if we do just kind of look at the general market structure, you know, every time we kind of do make these W patterns, we do basically get thwarted down pretty fast, or we never break above the trend line. And also, you know, this hasn't played out at all, but in the very short term, if we do hold 880, which is probably only a couple percent from where we are now, only a 3% drop, so we do have a little bit of wiggle room. If we do hold the 618, then you know, we could potentially see a bounce, but like I said, until we get back above, you know, $12, break above this red trend line here, I will be sitting on the sidelines. So that's all I see for Uniswap. None of this is financial advice, this is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Peace.